Thanks for clicking through to Chamber Web TV. This is a special presentation from Winnipeg, Manitoba, where I'm here attending Centrallia, a business-to-business conference where 500 or 600 business leaders from around the world, from actually 40 economic regions throughout the globe, are getting together here on one-on-one meetings to try and see how business can be done internationally. Yes, there are Cambridge businesses here. I'm going to be reporting to you on the successes they're having. Also going to report to you and bring to you some interviews with some international business delegates. And I'm here now in Salon A, where hundreds of business-to-business meetings are going on. Companies looking to connect with others around the world to start to do business. Right here at this table, Hollink from Cambridge is in a meeting. I'm not sure who they're in a meeting with, but we'll certainly catch up with Jason and Mark right after, find out how they made out and what they thought of their first meeting experience. We're going to stay with all of them throughout this session. We're going to be having one-on-one meetings with not just Hollink from Cambridge, but other companies from around the world and, of course, event organizers, so stick with us. Well, we've wrapped up our meetings for the first session anyway, and I'm here with Mark and Jason from Hollink in Cambridge, and they've just had one meeting actually. So I know it's early, you really don't know what's going on. First of all, what do you think of Centrallia so far, Mark?
So far, I have to say I'm extremely impressed. I think they've done an outstanding job pulling this together. We were, I think, a little concerned, this being the first one, that the turnout wasn't going to be good, but there's a lot of people here, and they're doing a great job. I'm really happy we came.
Now, Mark, you know, I recognize that Hollink's really an international company, and a lot of your customers are probably not necessarily in Cambridge, although you'd probably like more in Cambridge if you can find them, and we'll work on that. But, really, what are you looking for to get out of this from Hollink's perspective?
Well, our main reason for being here today is to really look at what sort of green energy opportunities are available domestically, whether it be in Canada or in Western Canada. But we're also looking at seeing if we could hook up with other international companies that bring green energy solutions, technology, and they're looking for Canadian partners to either distribute or install, or how they may be trying to break into the Canadian market, and we wanted to help them do that. So we have the knowledge of the market, we want to increase our domestic revenues, and we want to be in green energy. So that's why we're here today.
Well, green energy is probably the future. Mark and Jason, we're going to be following you around. I hope you don't mind if the Chamber follows you for the next day and a half.
Well, I got to say, I'm also very happy and very impressed, and I've often said that the City of Cambridge and the Chamber are probably one of the most progressive organizations in our area, and you guys are outstanding, and I'm glad to see you here, because we don't see
I didn't pay for that. I didn't pay for that, trust me, I didn't pay for that. But we're going to be following you around, see how things go, and maybe later tomorrow you'll be able to give us an update on how successful the meetings are. So absolutely. Thanks very much. Now, and I've just been able to grab Dave Angus, the president.
Literally.
Exactly, literally. He's actually got to get off to one of these fantastic meetings, but I needed to grab him just for a minute. We're going to catch up with you later in the conference, but Dave, just we're partway through kind of day two. How are things going from your perspective as a co-chair of Centrallia 2010?
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a long time coming, and when I talked to you the first time, you know, through your vehicle here, it was still a concept, and now rubber hit the road. We always talk about 2010, 2010. Well, I woke up yesterday and it was 2010, 2010, and here we are. And we could not be more pleased with the representation we have here. 20 countries, 40 economic regions, about 600 people, business leaders involved in the event. We could not be more pleased with the way things kicked off yesterday with a great event, and just some of the comments of the individuals here with the quality of the meetings are very good. So we're very pleased with the way things are going so far, but we're only halfway there. We're at halftime.
We're at halftime.
Yeah.
All I've heard is some excitement. Some of my delegates that have come from Cambridge have just been amazed at what you've been able to put together here in Winnipeg. We usually say that Cambridge and the Waterloo region is the center of the universe, but we've moved it here because there's no question about it. And seeing what I've seen so far, seeing the interaction going on and the business being generated and the enthusiasm for doing global business has truly made Winnipeg today the center of the universe.
Well, thank you so much. And I must say that one thing I noticed in our efforts to go around the world to invite people to participate in this, it's been those regions and those communities that really get it in terms of our companies need to be international, they need to aggressively pursue international markets, and they know that when being involved in an environment like this can only produce good results. And I want to commend you, the Cambridge Chamber, and the community of Cambridge for hopping on board and supporting this event.
Well, I think after what I've seen and what we're going to be able to take back through this vehicle and talking to you throughout this conference, we're going to come with a pretty huge delegation the next time around. So Dave Angus, get to your meeting.
Thank
we'll
you so
talk
much.
To you later. You can see behind me that the business-to-business meetings, the 30-minute meetings, actually appropriately, because we had Randy Bachman last night as the entertainment for the gala dinner. The signal to switch to your next meeting is Randy Bachman or the Guess Who's famous song, Taking Care of Business. So when that is sounded, that's the indication that your meeting time or your allotted time is over with. You have to get on to your next meeting. So it's a little bit like speed dating. It's very interesting. You got 30 minutes to sit down with either your maybe future supplier or actually your future client and discuss with them the needs that you have, whether there's any synergies, whether you can put together some sort of a program where economic development can grow between
I'm
the
from
two
Finland,
companies.
from Vasa, Finland. It's a small town on the in the western part of the country.
So you've come all the way over here from Finland to Winnipeg, Manitoba, to try and do some business. What business are you in, first of all?
Well, first of all, Winnipeg, Manitoba, it's like coming home regarding the weather and the people and everything. People here love hockey. The culture is probably much the same. What brings us here is we have a very strong energy industry, as you have in Canada as well. We believe that there are a lot of possibilities to explore.
Absolutely. How are you finding the sessions? How many meetings have you had so far?
Four meetings, but I find it also very important to be active outside the meeting, so we're having a lot of conversations all the time.
So would you say, from your perspective, it was well worth the time, the energy, and the expense to come over here to Centrallia?
Absolutely.
Would you advocate for going again?
We probably will be here again.
Wonderful. Thanks very much, Rainey. All the best. Hope
Thank
you knit some great relationships with some great Canadian
I'm
companies.
here with
Mr. Gate, the director of the World Trade Center in Mumbai, India. Mr. Gate, maybe first of all, tell me a little bit about how you feel you're doing here, or how beneficial has Centrallia 2010 been for you?
In fact, this international event, which is focusing on business-to-business matchmaking program, has been a very interesting program. And this is my second time I am participating in this event. Earlier I had participated in Africa Alia program.
Yeah.
Now I am participating in this Centrallia program in Canada. And I am interested in bringing this event to India. For the first time, some kind of Asia Alia, so that it will be of benefit to the local business community there in India as well as from Asia.
What's the economy like right now in Mumbai and in India?
As all of us know, that India is a growth story as of now, and nearly 8 to 10% economic growth is the projected, and today India is becoming a kind of a growth engine for international trade and investment as well.
What kind of companies are you looking for in particular? I know you and I spoke the other day out in front of the hotel. We talked a little bit about high tech, but maybe you can get a little bit more detailed on that.
Many companies in the areas high tech we discussed, like information technology, IT business, or biotechnology, or nanotechnology, or advanced sectors like aerospace or bioinformation sectors as such. There are immense opportunities for in India for trade as well as investment as such. India is looking for technology in all these sectors as well. And besides that, India has a very large domestic market potential. So many of consumer-oriented or FMCG products, whatever we call. Each and every product has an excellent potential for development as such.
So when can we expect to get an invitation to come to Mumbai for your version of Centrallia?
In fact, right now, we will organize Asia in Future 2012. But in 2011, we have planned a very interesting program called Global Economic Summit. This is the second time which we are organizing. The first time the summit was attended by nearly 35 countries and 300 delegates. And this event which we are organizing will be focusing on small and medium enterprises. There will be exhibition, there will be conference, there will be B2B events. And this event will promote India and also the world who are looking at India. And event which is planned in January 27 to 29, immediately after India's Republic Day, 26 January. So already we have received confirmation from more than 25 countries to participate in this event. That includes Canada also. And many World Trade Centers are bringing their delegations to participate in this event.
Well, you've got my business card. You're certainly going to send me an invitation, and so that I can invite our companies in our area as well. So, Mr. Gade, good luck with the rest of Centrallia. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir, for giving me an opportunity to speak to you.
I'm standing outside of the Winnipeg Convention Center where Centrallia 2010 has just wrapped up. You heard the success stories. There were many of them, and many more. We just didn't have time to put them all on here. So stay in touch with the Cambridge Chamber of Commerce. We'll keep you informed of the next opportunity to get involved in one of these, and I certainly recommend it. For now, from downtown Winnipeg, I'm Greg DeRocher, President and CEO of the Cambridge Chamber of Commerce.